The book Rich Dad, Poor Dad was written by Robert Kiyosaki and has become one of the most influential books in personal finance. It's a must-read for anyone looking to understand money better and change how they think about wealth. This book isn't just about earning more money. It's about building financial independence and making your money work for you. Kiyosaki tells the story of growing up with two father figures. His poor dad was his biological father, a highly educated man with a stable government job who valued hard work, job security, and saving money. On the other hand, his rich dad was the father of his best friend, a successful entrepreneur who left school early but became financially independent through smart investments and business strategies. These two dads had very different ideas about money, which gave Kiyosaki two contrasting perspectives on life. His poor dad often said things like, "Go to school, get good grades, and find a secure job." Meanwhile, his rich dad taught him lessons like, "The rich don't work for money, they make money work for them." At its core, the book challenges traditional beliefs about work, money, and education. Kiyosaki explains that many people fall into what he calls the rat race. They work hard at their jobs, earn a paycheck, and then spend most of it on bills, loans, and other expenses. This cycle keeps them financially stuck, even if they have a decent salary. The key to escaping the rat race is learning how to build assets that generate income. One of the first big ideas in the book is the difference between assets and liabilities. Kiyosaki says assets are things that put money into your pocket, like rental properties, stocks, or a business. Liabilities, on the other hand, take money out of your pocket. These could be things like car loans, credit card debt, or even your own house. Many people think they're building wealth by buying a big house or a fancy car, but if those things cost more than they earn, they're actually liabilities. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you buy a house for yourself to live in. While it feels like an investment, you still have to pay for the mortgage, maintenance, and property taxes. This house isn't generating money, it's costing you money. Now imagine you buy a small rental property instead. The rent from tenants covers the mortgage and gives you extra income every month. That's an asset because it puts money into your pocket. This idea is one of the most important lessons in the book. Focus on acquiring assets and avoiding liabilities. Over time, your assets will grow, and the income they produce can give you financial freedom. Another big takeaway is the importance of financial education. Kiyosaki argues that schools teach us how to be good employees, but they don't teach us how to handle money. For example, most people know how to earn a paycheck, but they don't know how to invest in stocks or understand real estate. This lack of financial knowledge is why so many people struggle with debt or live paycheck to paycheck. Kiyosaki encourages readers to take charge of their own financial education. He recommends reading books, attending seminars, and learning from mentors who have real-life experience with money. He believes that knowledge is the most valuable investment you can make because it empowers you to make smarter financial decisions. Mindset is another key focus of the book. Kiyosaki says that rich people think differently from poor and middle-class people. For example, instead of saying, "I can't afford this," rich people ask, "How can I afford this?" This shift in thinking might seem small, but it opens the door to creativity and problem solving. Instead of giving up, you start looking for ways to achieve your goals. Kiyosaki shares an example from his childhood to explain this concept. When he was a boy, he wanted to buy a toy but didn't have the money. His rich dad told him not to say, "I can't afford it," but to ask, "How can I afford it?" This mindset taught him to think outside the box and find opportunities, like starting small businesses or doing odd jobs. The book also emphasizes the value of working to learn, not just to earn. Kiyosaki explains that many people choose jobs based on how much they pay, but this keeps them trapped in the rat race. Instead, he suggests taking jobs or opportunities that teach you valuable skills, even if the pay is lower. Skills like sales, communication, and financial management are much more important than a high salary because they give you the tools to build wealth in the long term. For example, Kiyosaki himself worked for free at one point just to learn how businesses operate. He knew that the knowledge he gained would be worth far more than a paycheck in the future. This idea can apply to anyone. Think about what skills you want to develop and how they can help you achieve your goals. Another concept Kiyosaki discusses is the power of passive income. Passive income is money you earn without actively working for it, like the rent from properties, dividends from stocks, or royalties from a book you've written. Building passive income streams allows you to stop trading time for money and gives you more freedom to do what you love. For instance, let's say you invest in a rental property that earns you $500 a month. Over time, you buy more properties and increase your monthly income. Eventually, this passive income could replace your regular paycheck, giving you the freedom to quit your job or work less. Kiyosaki also talks about overcoming fear and risk. He says many people are too afraid to invest because they don't want to lose money, but fear can hold you back from opportunities that could change your life. The key is to manage risk by educating yourself and starting small. Even if you make mistakes, you'll learn from them and become better at handling money. For example, imagine you invest a small amount in stocks and lose some of it. While it's disappointing, you'll gain valuable lessons about the stock market and make better decisions next time. Kiyosaki encourages readers to view failures as stepping stones to success. To make these lessons easier to understand, Kiyosaki uses simple analogies. He compares money to a seed. If you spend it all, it's gone. But if you plant it wisely, by investing, it can grow into a tree that produces fruit year after year. This is how he explains the concept of building assets and creating long-term wealth. One surprising idea in the book is that your job isn't your most important source of income. Instead, it's your ability to think creatively and find opportunities. Kiyosaki says that financial success comes from your mindset, education, and willingness to take action, not from relying on a single paycheck. At the heart of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki's message is about empowerment. He wants readers to realize that they have the power to change their financial future, no matter where they're starting from. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. By building assets, learning about money, and staying open to opportunities, anyone can achieve financial freedom. So what can you do today? Start by educating yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts, or take courses on personal finance. Look for ways to invest in assets, whether it's buying stocks, starting a side business, or learning about real estate. And most importantly, shift your mindset. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," ask yourself, "How can I make this happen?" Remember, financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. The lessons in Rich Dad, Poor Dad are a roadmap to help you get there. Take the first step, and who knows, you might just change your life.